You're bare knuckles, but you cannot fool me.
Be honest, Mr. Knuckles, I'm wondering if you're taking this for a joke.
I don't usually bring religions in our conversation, but of course I'm a man of God. I'm a man of my word, and my word is my bond.
Well, the Indian scammers did us some asshole.
Well, I don't know, sir. I don't work for the government. I work for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Hello.
Yeah, I just had a missed call.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling back American Directives. This is Tom. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, that's good. So anyway, sir, the reason that we called you earlier is I can see here that this phone number was requested a free life insurance quote from our company. And you listed this as your best contact number just to confirm you're still in Texas, right?
Oh, sounds great.
Are you still in Texas right now?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for confirming. And for us to be quick here, are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
Nah, I don't smoke.
You're not a smoker. That's good to hear. What a healthy living. And for us to give you the exact quote, based on your age, may I know how old are you right now?
66.
Is that 6'6", right?
Right.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. You was born in 1957. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for confirming. And again, just like what I told you earlier, that this is only just a pricing information, right? So, who would be your possible beneficiary? For example, would it be your spouse or one of your lovely kids?
I don't have any lovely kids, so I don't have a spouse.
Oh, I'm so. You have a spouse, right?
I don't.
You don't have a spouse?
No, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. So in that case, I will just put your estate here for the meantime, and nothing to worry because you can change it any time, okay? And for security purposes of this quote, do you have any favorite color like black, yellow, green, or any color?
Uh, purple.
Purple. Okay, what a lovely color. I'll just take note of that, ma'am. And just in case only, if we get disconnected here, when would be your most convenient time for us to reach you back? Do you prefer in the morning, afternoon, or any time?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Okay, thanks for that. And this is for us, ma'am, to address you properly. How do you pronounce your first name?
Oh, my name is Mikey.
It's can you spell it out for me?
Mikey.
It's Mickey, right?
Mikey. Mikey.
It's K as it's K. Okay, thanks for that. And may I know what is your last name, Miss Mikey?
I'm not a ma'am. I'm a man.
You're you're a sir. Okay, I'm sorry to hear. I'm
Yes.
sorry that, ma'am. Sir, may I know what's your
Walker.
last name, Sir Mikey?
Walker.
It's spelled as Walker, right?
Right.
Okay, thanks for that, Mr. Walker. And Mr. Walker, just like what I told you earlier, that this is only just a pricing information, free for you to check, and you were not obliged to sign up or to buy anything here, since this is only just a pricing information. And nothing to
Ah,
worry because you can use this also for your future references, okay? So, for example,
okay.
Mr. Mikey, at the age of 66 years old, we prepared here most affordable rates from 5 to 50,000 for checking only how much coverage would you like to check. Do you have any figures in mind like 5, 10, or are you still undecided?
We could go 50,000.
Sorry, is that 50,000, right?
Right.
Okay, no worries. We'll just put here 50,000 for you to check. Okay. And Mr. Michael, this is the last question, and we're almost set in here. Okay. So for us to
Okay.
generate the best, and okay, so for us to generate the best and updated rates in your area, may I know what is your five-digit zip code in Texas?
Oh, my zip code, you said?
Yes, sir.
Let me look at the mail real quick. Let me hold on a second. Grab this. My our zip code is 75081.
Okay, so to confirm, it's 75081, right?
That's right, Richardson,
Okay.
Texas.
Okay. Thanks for that. And may I know what's your mailing address?
All right, man. It's 1826 Stony Lane.
It's a 1826. Is that correct, sir?
That's right.
It's 1826. Okay. And what is your street name?
Stony.
Can you spell it out for me?
Stoney Lane.
Okay. And your five-digit zip code again is 75081. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks for that. And your mailing address is 1826, right?
Right.
Okay. Thanks for confirming. And I forget to ask you when is your next birthday, Mr. Mikey?
It will be in November.
May I know in what day in November?
That'd be November 5th.
November 5th. Okay, thanks for that. And I guess we're almost set in here, so for us to make sure that our licensed agent can reach you back, this American Directives and Partners, have your permission to contact you back on this phone number, 97, including SMS messages, to discuss this price quote for your life insurance, okay?
Right.
Is that a yes?
I said right. That's,
Okay, so do we have your permission to contact you back on this phone number?
uh, the one you're on right now, right?
Yes, sir. So for us to be quick here, one of my best licensed agent in the state of Texas will join this call real quick to discuss to you the quote and the possible benefits. And if you like what you hear, then it's up to you to decide after that, okay?
Oh, I got you.
Okay, so once again, our best licensed agent in the state of Texas will join this call to give you the quote and the possible benefits that you might get. And if you like what you hear, then it's up to you to decide after that. Sounds good, right, Mr. Mikey?
Right, I think you got my birthday wrong, though. I'm 67 years old. I was born in 56.
You're 67. Okay, no worries. I will just take note of that. And Mr. Mikey, if you hear some ringing, it means that we are connecting. Let me introduce you first, okay? Just stay with me on the line. And
Oh,
here we go.
okay. Alrighty.
Senior Life Services, how can I help you?
Yes, hello. Who am I speaking with?
This is Patricia.
Yes, hello, Patricia. This is Tom, and I
Hello.
have here Mr. Mikey from the state of Texas, a non-smoker, 67 years young, and willing to review a quote of 50,000. And Mr. Mikey, we have here our best licensed agent in your state. And if you have some questions, don't hesitate to ask her. Okay? So thank you, and you both have a nice day.
Hello, Mikey.
Okay.
Is that a nickname? Hey, is that a
Uh,
nickname? Is that
yeah, it's
how do you spell your
I'm
name? How do you spell your name? Michael?
Tommy.
Tommy. Okay. Last name?
Mikey's my nickname because my uncle's it's a middle name. My uncle's Mike, Big Mike, so they call me Little Mikey. But the guy didn't.
Little
The guy
Mikey.
never bothered to
Only
ask me.
67 years old, little Mikey.
Yeah, little
What's your
Mikey.
last name, Tommy? What's your last name?
Walker.
Walker. My grandmother was Walker, but she died at age 65. She had an absolute drugstore right close, on her nightstand. I know
Oh
that's what killed
yeah.
her. What a bunch of stuff. She was
Well,
only
me and her
65.
about the same age. Maybe we could have got together.
Mhm. Well, anyway, Mikey, let's see if we're on the same page. They did share that you're 67 and you're looking for information for a life insurance policy for yourself. Now, is this to protect your assets or pay for a funeral or just to build a cash income tax free account? You know,
No,
guaranteed income.
it would be to cover, I guess, if something happened to me. That way, family wouldn't be burdened with expenses and such.
Well, that sounds like a plan. That's mostly who we talk to, people with those same wishes. Who is going to
Right.
be your beneficiary, the one that's going to take care of your arrangements once you're gone, Tommy?
Oh,
I mean,
I
that's
don't
important.
really know who would be best for that. Probably my Aunt Gladys, I imagine. I hope to
I had
outlive
an Aunt
her,
Gladys.
but I don't know if I'll outlive
I,
her or not. She's, what they say, mean old ladies never die, so she might be here forever.
now. He ain't mean. Come on.
Oh, we
What's
haven't met
Gladys's
her.
last name?
Oh,
What's Gladys's last name?
last name Walker too.
Oh, okay. Where does she live? Is she in Texas also?
Yeah, she lives outside of
Okay.
Richardson.
Okay. Well, we'll put her down as your beneficiary, and that's not in cement. You can always change it if you want, down the road if you change your mind. Now, they
Uh,
did share with me you're 67, and I assume that means you're born in 1956, but when is your actual birth date? You had one done already this year, or?
that was November 5th.
Oh, it's going to be November 5th. Okay. So if you were born in 1957, no. You must have been born in 1956,
No, I told
right?
him 56, and he said he was gonna correct that. I couldn't understand that guy most of what he was saying. He sounded like he's might have been from Pakistan or somewhere, and I was just trying to.
Tommy, I heard your name as Mickey. I heard him say Texas. I heard him say non-smoker. I heard him say 50,000. What part of that didn't you not understand?
The part I didn't understand. Oh, hold
Yeah,
on
you
one
said you couldn't
second.
hardly understand him.
No, I couldn't. He was hold on a second. What? Uh, oh, go ahead. Well, no, I meant whenever I tried to tell him that my birth date, and he got it wrong, and then I tried to explain to him what it was, and he said he was gonna fix it, and then oh,
Well, we got it fixed. 11,556, right?
right.
Okay, we got it fixed. It's no problem. What I need to do is ask you a few questions and see what you can qualify for. As far as this 50,000. Now, you don't need
Okay, I'll
50,000
get
for
more.
burial expenses,
Sorry,
Tommy. Are you working
my
or something? I hear somebody
no,
else. Are you talking to somebody
it
else?
was my it was one of Gladys's kids came by after school. They help me out sometimes. Sorry about that. I wasn't ignoring you. She was said we were out of toilet paper, so
Well, that's important too. That's
right.
important too. Kids, they got questions, they got whatever. They got their won'ts. But anyway, what I'm going to do, Tommy, is ask you a few questions. Now, uh, as far as final expenses, just for burial, you're not going to need 50,000. But you want to look at a price at 50,000? I can see if you qualify for 50 to
Well,
give you a price. But I don't know what.
He said something like 5 to 50,000. So I just picked a number. I don't know anything about the. He didn't tell me if this was life insurance, if this was Death insurance? Is this was for final
Well,
funeral expenses?
we already discussed that, Mickey. We talked about it's for
Mikey.
your life insurance, burial expenses. You've already named your beneficiary, so we're going backwards.
It's Mikey, not Mickey, ma'am.
Mikey, Mickie, or how do you say that?
Mikey.
Mike, Mikey. Oh, okay.
I mean, you can call me Tommy if you want to be official about it. Mikey's middle
Well, we're not
name.
going to be putting Mikey on. We're not going to be putting Mikey on your application anyway. We need to put your Tommy Walker on here. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, let me write down your phone number. Let's see. We got 972-277. You must not call yourself. You're not helping me out. Okay.
I
Okay,
thought you
let me
were
get to these
looking at
questions
it.
and see what I can. That's what I found. I already got it copied. I'm going to tell you a little bit about us. Now, those people that called you are people that we hire to give us somebody to talk to. Thank you for taking the call, first of all. And the name of our company is Senior, and we're your partner for life. If you sign up with a policy for us, we've been in business 50 years. We're not going anywhere. And we're rated A plus or better Business Bureau. And it's a policy that is going to be a whole life plan. In other words, what you see is what you get. Premiums are never going to go up. Benefits are never going to go down. And there's probably going to be some riders in there that they will offer you due to your health. But let me ask you some questions to find out exactly where you are. Now, the first one at the top, of course, is always, have you had any issues with cancer?
No, I've never had cancer.
Okay, is there anything major going on with your organs? Heart, lungs, liver, kidneys?
No, I'm fit as a fiddle.
Okay, how about being being a diabetic?
Yeah, no diabetes here.
Strokes or seizures?
No, never had a stroke.
Parkinson's disease, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis?
No, ma'am.
Are you confined to a bed or wheelchair? You need people to take care of you as far as bathing, dressing, feeding?
No.
Don't think so. Okay. Are you taking any medications at all, Tommy? And if it's so, what for?
Oh, I take a Zyrtec about 3 or 4 weeks out of the year for allergies.
Well, as you know, that was not a question on the application, so that don't count. Any other thing going on the doctor has prescribed based on your health issues that I asked
No,
you?
no, I haven't been in the hospital
Okay.
in 20, 30 years.
Okay, well, let's just look at some prices and see what this is going to cost. Now, funerals are 8, 12, and 15. So what we need to do is look at some information as far as what your budget can allow. Now, nobody is a millionaire. You're not trying to make anybody rich. So how much insurance are we going to look for to cover your burial expenses? At your age, you'll probably be looking at, I don't know, most people have about a $20,000 policy. Does that sound like something that would work for you?
Will that bury me?
Well, we can look at whatever you can afford. How much money can you put towards it? Let's start there.
Well, I can afford whatever it costs. I'm not hurting for money. I work every day. I've got a
Okay.
I'm probably gonna be cremated if that's cheaper.
Well, it is cheaper, but after you pass, there's going to be some incidentals that's not taken care of that you should leave some extra money, not just
That's what I was
money,
thinking.
for funeral. So, let's just, well, why don't we give you a price on 50,000? We can always go down if that's not something that is going to, that you want to
Yeah,
contribute towards
let's
it.
go with that, and then if I can't afford it,
Up or
then
down, okay.
we'll go somewhere else.
Can't afford it, we can go down. No, you don't need to
Alright.
go anywhere else. Well, we can go down.
That's what I meant by
Most
go
people
somewhere
have,
else. Down.
there you go. Okay, so you're in Texas, and let me put your age in here, 67. And let's see, they did say you're a non-smoker, so let's get rid of that. Put no. And then the company, of course, because you're in Texas, is coming out of Waco, Texas. They're called Pine. You ever heard of them?
Oh, Wacko. I love that place.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
No, I
they've been
haven't
around for
heard of the company.
113 years.
Waco or the
Well,
company?
I tell you what. Yeah, Waco, Texas is the city and the state. They're known as Pife.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I give you a $30,000 policy with accidental death benefit rider, with a confined care rider, and a terminal illness rider, the premium is going to be $224.16 a month. That's for 30,000,
Yeah. Well, that sounds pretty
and
reasonable.
it does bill cash. It does bill cash value. You have an agent in your pocket, so to speak, that if you have any questions, you can always call me. Have you got a pencil that you can write down the 800 number for the office and my phone number here and my name?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
I
Tell me
got
when you're ready.
calls coming in all the time on this number. Well, I won the lottery the other day.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's what I said. The guy just wanted me to send him a cashier's check for 30,000 to cover
Don't do that. That's a
the
scam, sir. The
state
lottery knocks
shield.
on your door. The lottery knocks on your door. They do not send you a text message or call you. They just don't. That's crazy.
Do they hire only Jamaicans for their customer service?
Are you
This
talking?
guy,
I don't know anything about it. I've never won the lottery.
this guy was definitely had a Caribbean accent. I've got something to write
Sir,
on.
I I don't know anything about that, but I do know I hear these people's voice. I've been hearing these people's voice for several years. Some of them have, joined our company since then. But I guarantee you, this is not. We're rated A plus or better Business Bureau. We're not going to put you involved with something that we wouldn't even write for our own grandmother. Okay, so you're in good
Uh,
hands with Allstate.
oh, I'm not.
We're not
I,
Allstate.
right. I know what you're saying. I'm not accusing you of nothing. I was just saying that I was serious about the. I got a call from somebody. I knew it was a scam. I just messed with them for a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, if they're wasting their time
yeah.
on me, then they're not scamming somebody else that don't know no better. What was your number,
Right.
ma'am?
Okay. My name is Patricia. Patricia.
Patricia Tower.
Yes.
Wow, that's one of my favorite movies from the old Austiners.
And
Get
then
out of here,
my
you
phone
can't.
number is seven
Seven
seven two.
772.
Right.
What was that monthly rate? You said two. What
Okay.
is
Write down 30,224.16. It'd be an honor
30,000?
to be your life insurance. 30,000. I just put
240.
30K.
Okay.
224.16.
2460.
224.16. Now, let me tell you
Alright.
about your riders that you got on here. Now, if you become terminally ill, that means the doctor says you got 6 months to a year to live. I don't care if you only paid on this 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. You are going to get $30,000 because that's what that rider is all about, taking care of you,
I've
whatever
never
you're
had
going through,
insurance
whatever you climb through.
before. I've never had this kind of insurance. What is riders? What does that mean?
A rider is on the policy. Terminal illness rider means if the doctor says that you have 6 months to a year to live, they're going to send
Mm-hmm.
you the $30,000. Now, that's while you're alive. They want to take care of you with whatever you're going through. You know,
Okay.
in the hospital, having to hire somebody to take care of the kids or clean up the house
You
or
saying I
whatever.
can
You use
pull it
that money
out
for a whole,
early if I'm dying?
if you've got 6 months to a year to live, they're going
Okay.
to send you $30,000.
Okay.
Now, that
6
may
months
never
to a year.
happen, but guess what, Tommy? 79% of the people goes through some kind of a terminal illness before they die. Some of it's accidents, but the majority of it is some type of cancer or something that take their life. You know,
Right.
pancreatic, whatever. You know.
Yeah, that's how
But
Grandma
anyway,
went.
that that explains the terminal illness. Now, the confined care rider, if you wind up in a nursing home, you're allowed 5% of your 30,000. That's $1,500 every month. It's not retroactive. You have to apply for it. That's why you have me. Not to say that you're going to go through something like that you're going to be in a nursing home. But just in case that you do, you have that rider in your policy that's going to send you money every month. But guess what? If you're in a nursing home more than 90 days, they are going to send you the 30,000. In other words, they're going to take
Okay.
care of you. And then the accidental death benefit rider, if you pass away through an accident, your beneficiary, Miss Gladys, is going to get $60,000. But if you lose two members of your body, you're going to get half of that
Oh, Lordy.
30,000. You're going to get 15,000. You'll get
When's that to
15,000 if you
happen?
get an accident.
This my rider,
That is
is that
absolutely
spelled, is that
amazing.
WRITER or IRDER? Oh, how's
Well,
that
riders is
spelled?
RYDERS.
Oh, RYDER. I thought you were
Yeah,
saying
rider.
writer, like writing a book. Okay.
No,
I don't
it's
know these
it is
terminologies. That's
a
why I was asking.
rider. A rider means that it's something extra in your policy over and above the 30,000 benefit that you're going to receive.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
And one of them's a terminal illness rider. One of them's an accidental death benefit rider. One of them's a confined care in a nursing home. Okay?
Right.
So I made sure to put that in there because, you know, giving Gladys all this money, it sounds like that's going to work out okay for you. That's who you're
Right.
choosing to take
She
care
will
of your,
take care of everything. She's a good lady.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. In fact, we
Um,
got a lot in common. Aunt Gladys was my aunt. That was her name.
wow.
And
Did
I
she have
suppose you
12
spelled
kids
that
too?
GL. Oh, no, no, no. She died
Oh.
young. I mean, she not young, but you know, we took her to a restaurant for her birthday, and she just about had a fit because it was too expensive. I said, "Honey, don't worry about it. We want to treat you." All three of the girls, me, my two sisters, got together and took her out for lunch, and she's used to going to McDonald's or something. She ain't used to spending that kind of money. She worried about our pocketbook. Isn't that something?
Yeah,
Crazy.
they're always kind of
How do you spell?
thrifty,
How do you
you
spell her
know.
name? Yeah.
It's
How do you spell her name?
GLADYS.
Okay, and then WALKR, right?
WAL
Walker.
WALKER. Yes.
Okay. You know what, Tommy? I need your address where we're going to send this policy to.
Um. Do I
You
need
are in
to do
Texas.
I need to call you back to agree to all this after I've thought it over, or uh,
Why don't we do it and get it over with? You said you could afford it. If you couldn't afford it, we wouldn't be doing it. Now, if you want to start out with a smaller policy, you can always do that. But it does build cash value. So anytime you want that money, it's there for you. It's probably the only thing that's guaranteed that if you spend money put in there, you're allowed to take that money out. You know, let's just say you had an
uh,
emergency. Maybe you lost your transmission in your car and your air conditioner, and you just say, I can't make my payment, I need some money, and we can send you the money. Of course, it's a loan. If you take out 15,000, then it's not gonna be 30,000 anymore. You understand that, right?
Well, yeah, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I've heard people talk about how they could draw on their life insurance early and whatnot, but I don't fully understand how that works. I just wanted to make a few calls I wanted to call Gladys, and I just wanted to check a few things before I decide anything, and I could call you back on this number, right, Patricia?
Well, why in the world would you want to do that when I just ran the search engine and it came up with the best plan with the best company at the best price based on your age and your good health?
No, I'm
Now
not
there is
saying
other
I'm not saying
companies.
I won't go with this. I just said I wanted to talk to her about it and just let people get people's idea on what they thought too.
Well, there's companies you could go with: Globe Life, AARP, Alex Trebek on TV, $9.95. That's a lie.
Alex
Nine
Beck,
ninety
huh?
five is one unit. You could buy $700 worth of insurance for that $10. How many $10 do you want to spend to get to 30,000? That's crazy. And then
Right.
Globe Life, it ends at age 80. They keep your money. They go up on you every 3 years in the price. And AARP does the same thing. It ends at age 80. You don't have nothing. If you outlive that program, why in the world would you want to buy something you're going to outlive? It's just donating money.
Yeah,
You're not going to get a thing
I
out of
thought
it.
never do one of those things where if you live too long you lose it all.
Yeah, you don't want to buy a
I'm gonna
policy you're
out
going to
yeah,
outlive.
yeah, I mean it's good if you outlive it, but in a way, but yeah.
Oh, the best case scenario is buy it today and die tomorrow. It's the best case scenario, but nobody wants to go to. I mean, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go now.
You're a character, Patricia.
Well, hey, this is the way it is.
I know. Well,
You're a character too,
that's
Mickey.
what makes a good salesman. I got a friend that sells cars, and he's got some stories that none of them. You don't ever know when he's telling you
Yeah.
a story or if he's just trying to sell you a car. I mean, I
Well, I tell
appreciate
you
your
what.
informations, and I'm going to get back with you, but I just want to check. I just want to talk to someone real quick about it, and I've got your number is
Tommy,
the
what
seven
if you go
seven
to bed
two.
tonight? What if you go to bed tonight and you don't wake up? How's that going to
Oh
look?
my gosh, that's
Nobody's going
not
to have any
good.
money to take care of your funeral. Nobody's promised tomorrow.
I
Nobody.
know.
And I
That's
tell
true.
there was a guy that was 52 years old. I didn't do it. Another agent in our company sold him a $25,000 policy, sold his wife a $25,000 policy, and before he got home, he got the key in the door, he got a call that man had a massive heart attack and died, and he was 52. There's five of us kids, and our baby brother has passed away. The baby. There's no
Yeah.
rhyme or reason for any of this. But what you need to do is be protected against this. And it's not like you're throwing your money away. It ain't something you don't need. You know, as far as why not let an insurance company pay the policy, pay for the funeral. You may not even pay in 30,000 before you pass. Who knows?
Did you say
But
what
you'll
would you
still
say
get
your company?
30,000.
What did you say your company is?
Senior, we've been
Senior
around for
Life.
50 years. And the
Awesome.
company I'm putting you with has been around for 113 years.
Are y'all in Waco, or or just the other company?
No, our office is in Vero Beach. I'm licensed in 15 states. Texas just happens to be one of them. My
Where's
husband died
Vero
9 years
Beach?
ago, so
In Florida?
Vero Beach, Florida is over on the East Coast. If you go to, do you know where? Well, let's look at Disney World, Orlando. You know where that is?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
We're about an hour and 20-minute drive from Orlando, south. We're south.
Okay, so y'all,
Orlando's in the middle of the state, and
you,
we're. Do you know where Tampa? Do you know where Tampa, Florida
yeah,
is? Right in the
yeah.
middle, over on the other coast. In Vero Beach, if you get on Highway 60 and go straight across, you're going to run into Tampa. So Tampa's on the west, and Vero Beach is on the east of the state of
Vero
Florida.
Beach in Florida.
Yeah. Our address for that company is 20 Vero Beach, Florida. And I
All
already gave you
right.
the 800 number for the office.
Right.
Vero Beach. 32960.
And you're Patricia.
Yep. I've been with this company 6 years now, since my husband passed away. I said, well, what am I going to do? You know, I was running around with the girls and taking trips and going out to restaurants and going to movies, and it was okay, but after a while it gets kind of, you need
Yeah.
something permanent in your
Stay
life.
busy. You
So
gotta stay busy.
I got hooked up with them because they sent me several emails, and I went ahead and went in there for an interview, and they put me on the computer studying to get my insurance license back, which I used to have. I used to do this in 1988 to 1998, but when I met my husband, Bert, we got married. I weighed 119 pounds, and I was just killing myself because I was running all day long. I didn't stop for lunch. I'd come in at night, open the refrigerator door, just slam it and go to bed. Well, when you don't eat, you don't want to eat. I found that out. So I
Yeah.
give up my license, and we just started, going on trips and enjoying life. Well, he passed away, dadgummit, 9 years ago, so I miss him a lot, but still, life goes on.
All
But I
right.
get to talk to nice people like you, and we're not trying to sell you a policy, Tommy. We're selling peace of mind,
Yeah, I
something that'll,
gotcha. I understand that.
yeah.
All right. Well, you've given me everything I need to get this done, and this would I be getting
So why
hold
don't
of
we get
you
it
if I did
done?
the 772 number?
Yeah, and then if I can't answer, I'm busy with another client. But if you leave me your name and number, and it'll go to my iPhone, and I'll call you back, quick as I
Oh,
can.
I definitely want to talk to you if I call back because you
I didn't
sound
ask your
like
weight,
you're
Tommy.
being
How tall
honest.
are you?
I'm
Well,
five
I am honest.
six.
What have I got? Hey, I'm like 5'6".
Well, everyone that calls you
Your height?
are not honest, is what I'm getting at. So, and I sounds like you're a good
How
person.
tall are you?
Five
I think
foot
I heard five
six.
six. Five what?
5'6".
Oh, that's what I thought. What's your weight?
I made at 135 last time I weighed.
Why are you 135? My goodness.
That's sopping wet.
Yeah. Well, I can still insure you, but you have to weigh at least 112 pounds. Well, you weigh 135, so you passed.
I got
Were you born in
112
Texas?
whooped. Yeah, I was born in Fort
Were you
Worth.
Fort Worth? Man, I used to have family in Fort Worth. I remember when I drove out there, I got out there, never seen so much cement over cement. I said, what in the world are you doing under this steering wheel? Because I'm a country
Oh,
girl.
yeah, I don't like the
But
big
anyway, we
city.
made it. We made it to Grandma's house, and we made it to see Grandpa. He was in a home. Good thing we went out there because he died about 3 weeks after that. After we were out there, oh, he was so precious. He
Yeah,
was
I'm
just
glad you
such a
got to see
gentleman.
him.
But
Alright,
honest
well,
to God, his wife. No wonder he was sick and ill. That woman, she was hard to get along with. I used her washer machine to wash a few clothes, and she said, "Come in here, Pat." And I went in there in the laundry room, and she said, "Put your hands on top of this here washer." I said, "Well, why?" "Well, there's just sand all over it, and you must have been to the beach or something." And then she just chewed me out, and I hadn't even seen this woman. I thought a grandma was supposed to love their grandkids, but
Well,
she
she
didn't.
made a great first
She didn't.
impression, didn't she?
Oh my gosh! And on top of that, her daughter got a hold of us and knew we were there, and she knew how her mom was. So she told me, she says, "Pat, I want you and Bert to go over here and stay in the house that I built for her that she won't move into, and it's just sitting there. So it's a beautiful place. I'm gonna put y'all over there, and we'll meet up for dinner or whatever." So we left, and man, she got upset. Well, she can just get upset. But you know what? All of those people were millionaires, and I got up one morning real early and just walked out of the master. She gave us the master bedroom. They had a bathroom and everything in there. But she
Mm-hmm.
stayed in one of the guest rooms, and the bathroom was in the hallway, and she had to walk down. I walked out of that bedroom, and here come my aunt dressed in a beautiful robe with earrings to match to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
She was something else, but
Or
just
like
as
my
sweet as
mom
she
and
could be.
dad, they're still kicking it. He's got more money than he can spend, he'll ever spend in his life. But you know,
Yeah.
you got.
Who
I
is
guess
your
you can't
primary
get too
care
much.
physician? Who is your primary care physician? That's one of the other things I have
Oh,
to ask you. Doctor who?
to be honest, I don't have a primary. I go down to the medical clinic down here, and I just tell them what's wrong with me. And this one lady usually, if it's like I feel like I got a flu or a cold or something, she just gives me some antibiotics and
Well, what city are
sends me
you
out the
in
door.
Texas? What
Richardson,
city are you living in? Where?
Richardson.
I've lived in Austin and Canyon Lake. My husband was military, master sergeant, and we ran that they rented trailers and boats and go out fishing. My
Yeah,
husband
well,
took care of that.
I was in Humble for a while, and I did. It was too close to Houston for me. I just found a place that's. I mean, my address is Richardson, but I'm actually outside of town quite a ways, and I like it that way.
What's the
Uh,
name of your health center? Is it Baylor Scott and White Family Health Center?
oh, I'd have to
They
think
got MD
about it.
Family Clinic. They got Texas Health Family Care.
I go to the first one I run into usually, but generally I don't even go because I don't get sick very often. But one time thought I had pneumonia, so I thought people were telling me you could walk around and just fall over dead from pneumonia. So I thought, I better go take some antibiotics just in case. But well, let me give you a call back, Patricia. I appreciate all the information you're giving me. I got everything
Well,
I need
Tommy,
here.
I don't understand why you're not doing this. It isn't like you can't afford it. I mean, we got a good rapport. You got a 30-day right of rescission. You can cancel it if you want to. you know it's not in cement, but at least if we get it done, you'll be getting the policy in the mail. You'll be getting a welcome packet from us. Now in the welcome packet, I want to make sure you get a pre-memorial planning guide. Now that sounds like it's for funerals, but it isn't. It's for personal matters and financial matters and everything you want your family to know. Gladys will have every wish that you want noted in that book if you'll fill it out you know
Well,
so
I
as far
understand.
as
I just,
as
like I
far as
said, I
having
want
a
to talk to some people first before I do
oh, you want
anything
to go shopping. You want to go shopping. You're going to
for
get hooked up with some kind
insurance.
of company that's not
No,
going to do you right. Yeah.
no, I'm not shopping. I wasn't shopping for insurance when I got this call from this guy, but you got me thinking. It sounds like a good idea, and what you told me sounds like if I'm going shopping, it'll be calling you, not somebody else.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I mean, if
That's
you're
what
not
I'm
doing
gonna
it
do. I will
with
be
me,
calling you if I decide to get anything like this done. You're the one that I'll be hollering at.
well, why aren't we
Okay?
doing it? It's what I don't understand.
Because
Well,
I'm
why aren't
not.
we
I
doing
just
it?
don't.
Is what I
I
don't
hesitate to
understand.
pull a trigger on this until I've talked to somebody. That's just the way I kind of like to run things by some people real quick. And whenever I have, I will call you back. Okay, Patrice?
Well, what can I say? Here I am trying to help you, and you don't want to
Well,
do it.
I
So
do
what can I say?
appreciate everything you told me, and I'm going to. You will be the one I call back for this. Alrighty?
All righty,
Alright.
I've heard that before. Nobody ever calls me, so we'll see.
Alright. Yeah, I think you get plenty of calls. You're a great salesman. And I appreciate
Well, I'm
everything
not
you've
trying
told
to
me about it.
sell you something. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm trying to take care of you because you know you're going to
I
need
mean, don't
this.
take my words wrong. I'm not trying to. I'm not putting you in a bracket of a car salesman. I'm just saying you've given me all the information I need to think about, and I will call you back. Okay?
Well, this is my job.
I
I'm
know, and
supposed to do it that
You're
way.
good at it. I thank you for everything.
Well, not very good. I didn't. You're not my client. You're not my customer.
Well, I'm not right this minute, but you're the one I'll be calling whenever I just make this decision, either today or tomorrow.
Well, I hope nothing happens to you in the next few days.
Hey, now, don't be putting no juju on me.
I'm not. I've dealt with people that it has happened to. I had a 54-year-old guy. He was a contractor, and even when I called him at the house, he was screaming and yelling at the kids or his wife. And I thought, oh my Lord. But
Well,
I kept after him. Took me 3 weeks to write that policy, and he died 4 months later. Well,
he
his
ain't no
wife
Mikey
bought.
Walker. He ain't as tough as I am. I'm Texas tough.
I'm just trying to share with you what happened to this guy, and he was only 52 years old.
I
I
know.
mean, you never know.
You do.
And
You
if I
never
hadn't
do
have
know.
sold him that policy, I put up with him. I put up with his attitude. He was always yelling at me, and I
Are
don't take
you
it personal
serious?
because I thought, well, everybody has a bad day, you know. Well,
Uh,
when you're dealing with the public, you're not sitting there talking to them eyeball to eyeball. You don't know what they're going through, you know. But
no, he might
anyway,
have had
I
a nagging
finally sold
wife.
it. No, she was a sweetheart. She bought a policy from me for 35,000 after that when she got his life insurance to protect her kids from having. She said, "I don't know what I'd have done without you. I really don't." Said everybody. A lot of people has called, but he just ran them off. And I said, "Well, that's not the way we do business. I just figured he was having a bad day. He's a contractor. He deals with a lot of people, and he probably had somebody step on his toes that day. Who knows? You know."
Right. Had an
Anyway, yeah, she bought
electrician.
a policy from me. She's still my client. She is still my client.
Yeah, probably had an electrician come in and throw his garbage all around the house while he was trying to paint it. You don't never know with these contractors. I
I
run into
don't know.
that.
Don't know.
All right. Well, thank you, Patricia. I will be talking to you whenever I get done. Talking to the person I want to ask about all this. You have a great
Well, I
day.
don't know what you
Okay.
need to ask. I've answered all your questions. I don't know what you need to be asking. I'm here
Uh,
to answer questions for you.
I know. I've got some people I like to talk to about decisions. So once I have, I'll call you back. Thank you.
Bye.
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 I'm not like that. I don't stab you in the back. Like you really played him well. Yes, now you got me, buddy. Now you got me.
You inspired me with your healing words, and you have successfully cast a wish on my heart.